Okay, in today's video, I want to see how much power the Orange Pi 5 single board computer uses in like every day task, like using an operating system or something like that. So let's begin. So right now it's about 5 volts. Now it's like 4 volts. As you can see, the voltage meter. I have my Orange Pi 5 connected to that to measure how much the voltage is. And right now, I'll be testing a 1080p video on my Orange Pi 5 using the Armbian operating system. I'll be running it in full screen. Stats for nerds. Okay, so now I'll be testing the rocket. So to enable the rocket, ballistic computer, I set it to Control V. So I'll turn down that sound because I don't want to hear it. To Control E. Rockets, sights, rockets. Okay. 8 volts. So as you can see, it's pretty demanding, so it's using more power than compared to it just being idle, let's say. But the video is running pretty good with only 14 dropped frames, which is not bad at all. So I'll be running this video, and I'll be doing other stuff. All that is running in the background, basically. I'm running 3 browsers and that video as well. Let's target those little boats and see how well I can. And a calculator. Good. That's been taken out. I took out 2 out of 3 of those targets. See if the ballistic computer for the guns are on. Set that to Control C. The cannon ballistic computer is on as well. Your cannons and your rockets have different trajectories, so they're going to have different impacts, basically. Rockets. Rockets aren't very accurate, by the way. You have to get a little bit closer. It's going to risk you to getting some flak and ground fire. Okay, so it's running pretty well. It's not using a lot of power. CPU's only running at like less than 30%. It's pretty good. It is using up a lot of memory. I guess an 8 GB would version of Orange Pi 5 would be recommended if you want to use this for a desktop. Not bad. So, anyways, I'm getting about anywhere from maybe 6 to 8, 6 to sometimes 10 watt, and the power adapter for this SBC is I think 4 amp, 5 volt, so that comes out to 20 watt. So the way we get power is P equals voltage. I mean amps times voltage. That's how we get power in watts. So 4 amps, 5 volt power supply. It's running pretty good. The next thing I will be doing is I'm going to be testing some emulators and see how much power that draws. So I'll see you there next. So let's see how much power this uses on idle. Right now the operating system is just on idle. It's not really running anything. I'm getting anywhere from 3.7 watt to I guess we could say about 4 watts, which is not too bad. So let's see if I just do some web browsing or something. So it's really not drawing that much power, but it did spike up to 13 watt earlier. But consistently, it's just staying around maybe around 4 watt. That's not bad. If you just want to use this to just browse the internet or something, it's not going to use a lot of energy at all. So that's good. Okay, so now I'll be testing out PlayStation 2 emulator on Android OS. This is one of the more demanding emulators. This would be a good way to test the extremes of emulation on the Orange Pi 5.
My name is Jack Arch. We are under attack by alien invaders.
Okay. We got about anywhere from 5 to 7 watt playing that game.
I have so far.
4 years after the planet fall.
AWACS here, call sign Sky Eye. Do you read? Your call sign is Mobius 1. We'll refer to you by this name at all times. You are now under my command. 6 bombers on Vector 360 confirmed. Continue north to intercept. Today's my birthday. A victory sure would be nice. Mobius 1, engage. Bandit at 12 o'clock.
Keep an eye on those escort fighters.
We've got ourselves a double. There's our welcoming party. Let your escorts handle them. I see them.
Engage. Kilo 2, engage.
Omega 11, engage. Roger, commencing attack. Prepare to attack. Locked on. Mobius 1 shot down Mobius 1 shot down a bear. 3 targets remain. Mobius 1 currently over city airspace.
8 miles to the target.
All aircraft maintain your course. Much surface fire.
Flight plans out for the first target. Line up. Open all bay doors.
Can't get close to the bombers. Radar lock. Missile hit. Good job, Mobius 1. Sky Eye, this is Alan Fort. Got visual on the down.
Okay, that used a lot of power. Guess that was one of the more demanding games.
Be gone! Versus Taki. Not yet. Her shadow moves with stealth and disappears into darkness. Offer your battle 1. Fight! Knockout! You lose! Battle 2. Fight! I will show you the greatest nightmare. Final battle. Fight.
Okay, that ran pretty well. But it did use a lot of power. Let me try a different emulator. Let's try PlayStation Portable. Try God of War. That's one of the more demanding games for the PSP. Although the PSP is less demanding than the PlayStation 2, it is one of the more demanding emulators.
Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, had taken his place amongst the Olympians as the god of war. The bloodshed, the relentless battles, had finally brought him here. Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still haunted him.
Help me.
Kratos knew that this was not a mere vision. For with the gods, nothing was ever as it seemed. The vision of his past set Kratos in search of answers. Answers that lay in the Temple of Poseidon, deep within the city of Atlantis.
This is not a wise course of action, Kratos. It was a dream, nothing more.
The visions still haunt me, Athena. The visions you promised to take away. But this vision, I can change.
Perhaps it is a vision best left unchanged. There is more to this than you know. Please.
pretty well. Problems at all.
Okay.
Clark to Griffith Squadron. Maintain your present course. Do you see the enemy formation on your radar? Read it loud and clear. We're coming up on the enemy from behind, just like we planned. You can let the escorts go. Just make sure you take out all bombers. We'll show them what we got. After all, we're wheeling pilots. Isn't that right, Captain? Excuse me, Griffith 2. Please use code names during the mission. Understood. This new guy does everything by the book. Don't you think Griffith 1? What? Hold on a second. The city's being bombed. Unbelievable. There are no military facilities in that city. What are you doing? You shouldn't be wasting ordnance. Relax. We're just going to bomb some base in the sticks, right? There'll be more than enough ordnance left to finish the job. One bomber down. Another one's been shot down. Where the hell is our escort?
Okay, that's pretty much. Wait, I'm gonna test one more. Maybe the Dolphin emulator. Ran pretty well. Let's see.
Begin operation. Objective failed. Caution, any civilian population. Inflicting civilian casualties. First objective complete.
Okay, now we're going to see how much it costs to operate a Orange Pi 5 versus the cost of operating a regular desktop. So the monitor is 17.5 watts. The Orange Pi on idle is 5 watts. Orange Pi 5 with emulation is 10 to 13 watts. So the cost of electricity is 19 cents per kilowatt hour, or 19 cents per 1000 watts. Let's say I use the computer for idle, for regular use for 20 hours per day. Then I use it for emulation for 4 hours a day. So the monitor and this would be added for idle. And for emulation, this and this will be added together. So for the cost per day for using it for idle is 8.6 cents per day. Cost for using it with emulation for 4 hours is 2.2 cents per day. So I add these two together and I get 10.8 cents per day times 365 days. That's $39.24 per year. That's how much it would cost to operate a Orange Pi 5 single board computer as a desktop replacement. For the computer, it uses 95 watts on idle. For regular use, I guess, 17.5 watts with the monitor, so I add these two together. For emulation, I get 135 watt, and the monitor is 17.5 watt. I add these two together, and I use it for idle for 20 hours, so I get 42.3 cents per day. For emulation for 4 hours, I get 11.6 cents per day. So I add the two together and get 53.9 cents per day for operating my desktop computer. in a year. This is what it costs in a day times 365. It's $192.73 per year. For the orange pie, I got $39.24 per year. For the PC, I got $192.73 per year. So the cost saving would be PC minus Orange Pi 5. So 192.73 per year minus $39.24 for the Orange Pi. I get $153.49 per year in savings for using an Orange Pi PC as a kind of like a desktop replacement. If you have any thoughts or questions, you could leave it in the comment section below, and thanks for watching.